Good morning from Kilcunda. I think that's where we are, Kilcunda, just east of Phillip Island. And we're going to Phillip Island today to check it out because everyone says to go there and check it out and spend a day. Righto, we're just travelling along from Inverloch, I think it is, to Wontargi or whatever. That's, some of these names are pretty tough for an old fella like me. I'm hopeless. But we thought we'd stop and have a look at the beach because we're looking at a nice coastal area. And have a look at that. Tide's out. It's a bit windy and rough and cold today. Well, we're 5 weeks out from Christmas. Probably even less, are we?
It's about 5 weeks.
About 5 weeks. 5 weeks from Christmas, and we're in Victoria, and look at us.
Who would have guessed? This is probably the most rugged up we've been since Tenterfield.
Well, they call this area the Eagle's Nest. Fairly impressive. Looking out past the caves, the rock pools. Quite a bit of stuff to explore and look at. The real reason we can't explore is because we're still a little bit sore and tender from our hike.
My big toenails are still swollen with blisters.
Yes.
I can just get shoes on, so walking a big walk to have a look at stuff is not really gonna happen.
Yeah, look, it's what's a little pain between some friends.
Obviously his toes aren't as painful.
Well, sometimes taking the roads that you sort of weren't going to take, or just a little side detour, and we get to see awesome stuff like this. So don't be afraid to not follow the mainstream, just take some little side detours. We didn't even know this was here, and look what we found. Okay, one of the things I was just thinking, the difference between travelling and taking a trip is when you're taking a trip, you're going from point A to point B, you pretty much put that in the GPS and you go. You don't really look around very much unless there's something in particular. Traveling, we know where we want to be tonight, but we're trying to find anything different. So by looking and trying to find these different cool spots, you come up with all these hidden gems. So that's what I like about traveling, is that we've got the opportunity to just slow down and look around more. Again, take your tree for the sea. Yes, take your rubbish with you. If you go and have a beer at the beach, is fine. Just take your bloody rubbish back out with you. Well, after that little detour, we are now actually heading over the bridge onto Phillip Island. So much to see in one day. Let's see if we can fit it all in. Okay, we are heading to Forest Cave, I believe. It's a bit of a boardwalk walk, so I'll be puffing as always to get to the top, but I'm told the best time to see it's at low tide. Well, really it's the only time to see it, and lucky for us it's just about low tide, so we're heading on up. Hey, we're going to check out some spectacular caves, so they say. Millions of years ago, ash exploded from a nearby volcano vent, and the ash settled to form a soft layer of red rock known as tuff. There you go. Over time, this rock platform was eroded, obviously by the waves, and into a series of large caverns. Although some of the caves have collapsed partly, the formations are still over 3 meters high.
A splendour of forest caves is the best viewed at low tide because you can only get there then.
When you have a look at how thin it is where they are, you'll probably go, why the hell was I standing on that? Just gonna have to go wet feet.
Do it. Come in. I only got
Only my feet.
You're meant to keep your toes dry. Okay.
But there's fun in it.
It is fun. And I won. So I took a shortcut.
Oh, look at that! Trina! It's up Periscope. Down Periscope. Oh yeah, no, it's good time right now.
Yeah, that's the tide stuff.
Put another doink, 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 doink.
I'm weighing up whether I can jump it.
I'm climbing up here.
Oh yeah?
Oh?
Our next stop at Phillip Island was to go to the lookout to check out the pyramid, but we saw a few little surprises on the way. Wait until you check these out. I love checking out places like this. It's so cool. Phillip Island, another beautiful spot.
I'm told it's pretty blowy down here, so I'm going down for some blowy.
You wish. And it was right at this moment that Kane was thinking, what the heck are you doing, Katrina? But it turns out I'm smarter than he thinks, and I found an echidna.
Tell you what, if you want to see an echidna, get yourself down to Pyramid Rock on Phillip Island. There is an abundance of them. Look how close I am.
How cool is this? We're seeing an echidna. We see them on the road all the time, but this is real life. We can actually see
right up close. This one was right up close.
Yep.
He just did his thing, didn't really care about us at all, just sat there and ate.
Oh, he was hungry. He was
I know. I didn't realise they scratch around and then burrows his nose down into the ground and eats. Not sure what they eat, but whatever they're finding to eat, he was eating.
I don't know what's better on this trip, Kane, all the beautiful scenery or seeing all these native animals in the wild. This is the best.
Hi, and she's back to happy. So we're down at Nobbies, and these little boxes you can see just out from us, just out here, they have little penguins in them, or penguins. So this one has one in it. We can't get footage of it because it's a bit dark. We can see it, but we've got nothing that can film it. And oh, there's a little baby, there's a whole lot of little baby buddy seagulls and all that here too. Come to Nobbies, check out all the birds. They're a bit smelly. Thousands of babies here. We've obviously come at Easter. A lot of big geese. Easter. Yeah, take that back. We have come near Christmas. It's moving around, isn't it? Oh,
When you're at Nobbies, make sure you keep walking around the boardwalk and head towards the blowholes. Now, it took us a while to work it out. It's not the traditional blowhole, it doesn't blow up. It's more like a horizontal blowhole. But it's pretty cool still, and always awesome to check it out.
It's got a good push on. Yeah, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes.
That is the blowhole.
There you go.
That must be the blowhole.
Got it. That's not really the way we wanted to see our first little fairy penguin, but sadly I suppose that's nature. Some make it, some don't, but hopefully tonight you'll see plenty of live ones of those.
Only at Phillip Island do we have to stop to let these cross the road.
Yeah, it's a good Christian family that, because look at them all. Look at them all. Hi Mum. Hi Dad. You're looking after the little fellas. You're doing a really good job. Doing a really good job, Mum and Dad. That's where he is going. That's where I'm going. I'm going that way. Boy, be safe, be safe. So, this is where we shall be attending tonight to see some of the little fairy penguins come up. Sadly, so far, the only ones we've seen have been dead ones, a bit like most animals we're trying to see in the wild. We're told it is gonna be awesome. So we've paid for front row seats because we didn't want to stuff arse around. And want to be guaranteed to see some of these little penguins. They reckon rain, hail, shine, they come in. So, yep, we're looking forward to it. Well, I reckon if you've got kids and you come to Phillip Island, you'd probably have trouble getting past amazing things. You can see
so much fun.
It does. You can see in the background the tap, but you can see all the amazing stuff. Putt-putt golf. I don't know if the big obstacle course, but I'm pretty sure it's all attached. But yeah, it looks quite impressive. So we never got to check it out.
And of course, no trip to Phillip Island is complete without checking out the Phillip Island racetrack. I believe there was something coming up here on the weekend because accommodation was pretty scarce. But I was more interested in heading up the road to get one of these yummy gelato ice creams.
Never a truer word. Yeah, it is never too cold. And the balanced diet sounds awesome. Well, a few fun facts about the little penguin. They might be the smallest, but they've got a huge colony at Phillip Island of 32,000 adult birds. It says the little fellas, which I can account, we saw one today, they have the highest velocity poo of any animal. So they turn around and fire it out of their burrow, and yes, we did see it, and it comes shooting out, so it keeps their burrows clean. So just a couple of little facts for you to work out. If you want to know more, get yourself down to Phillip Island and check out the little penguin parade centre. Well, they said this cat Moby evaded rangers for a long time, many years. He used to kill the little penguins, so just as well they got Moby. He was a feral wild cat. Foxes also eat the penguins, so I know they try and trap and keep foxes eradicated, and we see plenty of them.
There's one in that box.
It's a bit of a walk. Oh yeah, we can see a little fella in the box. It's a bit of a walk down to the penguin parade, and along the way there's plenty of burrows and a little box. So over there, probably can't see him. I think he's waiting for his mummy or daddy to bring his food. He did. I know, but he did come out. So, but he's gone back in. He's laying just at the front of his box, hiding. But this is part of the boardwalk. It's quite a nice, big, wide boardwalk. So, and it's a reasonable walk to the viewing section from the actual centre and car park. So you'll be fit by the time you get there. Righto, we're heading down to our viewing platform. We can already hear the little penguins starting to squeak and chirp out for their food.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're a bit early, they're a bit needy, because we're told about 8 o'clock. So what time are we now?
About 7.
Oh, about 7. So
Yep, that's about time, an hour before.
typical children start to crawl out for food a little bit before time. But it will come. Are we allowed down on this bottom one? Thank you. It's lovely. So, this is the road they're going to take. Straight up here, around here, and hopefully up into some of these boxes. Righto, we've done our prep. Beanies are on. That's a nice beanie too, because it's a Lions one. Jumpers are on. We've got blankie. We don't have blankie. And we're front row. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You want the good view.
You can't get any more front row than this. So what are you going to say when they come past?
Yeah, high five.
Gonna high five? Maybe give them fin, knuckle. Like I said, they're gonna come through so close.
Right under there.
Yep. So they will definitely give us some fin, knuckle, high five, but we will be deadly quiet and let them get about their business, because they've got to get in and feed their babies. Probably won't see them, but there's a couple of little sort of groups. I think the rangers said they call them rafts of penguins. So they're sort of just sitting out above my finger there. There's, I don't know, there might be about 50 or so of them by the looks of it. She said they'll just sit out there now until dark and then come in. It'd be awesome if they sort of come in now, far as we can zoom in. So yes, they are all together. Yes, you should have. They're catching waves.
And that brings us to the end of our day at Phillip Island. We've had a magical time here. There is so much to see and explore, so if you're in the area, make sure you give enough time to check it all out. And while you're at it, if you've enjoyed the episode, make sure you like, subscribe, chuck a comment below of your favourite parts of Phillip Island, and tune in next week when we head to the peninsula.
This is Kev. Don't be Kev. Be more like Kane.
The lengths that he goes to get the good photo for the gram. You'd think he's just all about the gram, really. You know, look at him. I would never do that.
I'm told if I head to the knob, I get a blowy.
Kane, really?
It's a blowholes. You can see blowy. It's blowy at the knob. It's generally where I think you'd find a blowy. I don't know. She's always complaining, and I really don't know what she's complaining about. I don't see any problems here. My side was fine. Yep.